everyone. Here's an example of Zigzag Think that someone told me they did a couple of years ago in New York City. This friend of mine was visiting New York, Manhattan, for about 4 days, and he had planned to drive to Manhattan, and he had hoped that he'd find a parking garage that was affordable, but he hadn't checked in advance. And as soon as he got to the Big Apple, he realized it was so expensive, so incredibly expensive to park his car there for like 4 days that he'd never be able to afford it. So he had an idea. He saw that on the back right side of the car, there was a dent, a small dent, and it wasn't the kind of dent that you'd really lose sleep over because it was really very small and it was near the kind of bumper area. So normally he wouldn't have bothered, but he took the car to a place where they repaired dents, and he said to them in Manhattan, and he said to them, "Can you fix my dent?" And they said, and he knew this, he had been told that dealerships like this, where they were repairing garages, where they were repairing dents, were really, really booked up. And he knew they were really booked up. So he was told, "Yeah, buddy, we can repair your dent there, but it's gonna take us 3 or 4 days, maybe even longer." And he said, no worries, but can I just leave the car with you? Just in case, if you've got an opening a little bit earlier, that you could do the work sooner, you can. And they said, "Sure, buddy, but there's not much chance of that, but put the car over there with all the other cars and we'll get to it as soon as we can." And after 3 days, he came back to the garage, and because the garage was so overworked, they hadn't done the work yet, as he had hoped, because he didn't want the dent done, but he did want his car looked after. And he said, "Hey guys, I'm so sorry, but I've got to leave town now. I'll bring the car back next time I'm in town, and I'll make sure to call ahead and reserve my spot then." So they gave him his car keys back, and for 3 days, they had looked after the car at no charge. That is Zigzag Think.